Well, hello everybody and welcome to MikeyTaylorGaming, where today we're taking a look into the world of Sonic the Hedgehog glitches for the Sega Megadrive, or of course, if you're from the good old USA, the Sega Genesis. It's been about 2 years since I covered the original Sonic the Hedgehog glitch picnic on this channel, and watching it back I think I included about 3 glitches from Sonic the Hedgehog 1. So I've decided to go back, update everything and include many more, so hopefully you enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get on with it, and I will see you all at the end card. And I hope you all like my new hair. The original Sonic the Hedgehog is without a doubt one of the hardest ones of the series. You need a lot of skill to be able to complete this one on your first time through, especially when you reach the Labyrinth zone. Water levels need to die, the physics, the drowning, and the boss of this place is a mixture of all 3 of those things, so good luck with that. So many times I've game overed here and I've had to play through the game all over again. Fortunately, in this very zone there's also a glitch that can give us a massive amount of lives to help us through. Get Sonic down to 1 remaining life and have him grab hold of one of the underwater poles so that if he lets go he'd be killed by spikes. Wait on this pole until Sonic drowns and he'll die, but the water current will also push him into the spikes on the right, killing him again. If we rewind this a little and slow it down, you'll see that both of these deaths are taken into account, taking 2 lives away from the counter and glitching it out. If the game did the math right, then we should have -1 life now, but because it doesn't deal very well with minus numbers, it underflows and gives us the maximum possible amount instead, which is 255. Even though the game over message appeared on screen, your game only ends if the counter says 0 when the screen fades out, so you'll be able to carry on like normal. I'm sure with all these lives I'll have no problem with defeating Robotnik now, but I'm still kinda doubting myself here. Why have you gotta have so many spears and an upwards climb and water physics? This is seriously impossible, I'm telling you guys now. Before we leave the impossible zone, the Labyrinth zone, you need to know that there are 2 more ways for this place to completely ruin your day, and one of them is just completely unfair. At the end of Act 2, run towards the end of the level where the signpost would normally be, but before you reach the point where the screen locks, turn around and run back the way that you came from. Now just run back and try and touch the signpost. But wait, there isn't one? Getting so close to the screen lock in this level and then running away from it causes the signpost to spawn and then despawn. Unfortunately, it never returns again. So now you're gonna have to wait until you've wasted enough time for the game to give you a time over and kill Sonic before you can try again. The unfair glitch is basically what I'm telling you, it's just unfair. This time, run past the signpost and hold down. When the camera follows you down, the game will just completely freeze up. Well, time to start all over again from the start of the game, I guess. I mean, why does this glitch happen? Every single person has probably rolled after touching the signpost, so doing it this far on in the game to get caught out and have to start all over again? Like I said, it's totally unfair. Like in most games, when you take damage from an enemy in Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a small invincibility period where nothing can hurt you. That's the case in most places anyways. When it comes to spikes though, nope. If you hit spikes then there's no invincibility. You can just bounce from one right onto another and die instantly. This is another one of those unfair glitches. Even if you have the shield power up, it doesn't save you from unlucky bounces on spikes. As if this game wasn't already hard enough, this glitch exists. The only way to survive is to use debug mode, because spikes don't seem to affect Sonic in debug mode. So yay! Bouncy fun forever. Many people argue if this is really a glitch or not, but dying instantly was removed in later versions of the game, such as the one found in Sonic Mega Collection. So that's a good enough reason for me to believe that this is actually a glitch. If you somehow didn't know by now, Sonic is known for being the fastest thing alive. He's the blue blur. So why is it that going too fast in certain places causes him to die? Well, it turns out that in certain circumstances, Sonic can outrun the game's camera, as its maximum speed isn't quite as fast as Sonic can move. If you can get Sonic moving so fast that the ground at the bottom of the screen isn't visible, then the missing ground acts as a bottomless pit and it just instantly kills him when he touches it. This is because anything below Y position 0, or to put it simply, the very bottom pixel on the screen, is instant death. And that's really all there is to this one. In the first glitch that I showed you guys today, I told you that the game doesn't really handle minus numbers very well, like when it turned our -1 lives into 255 lives. There's another good example of this that can be found at the Final Zone's boss, but this one is absolutely not helpful in the slightest. In this fight, Robotnik has 8 hit points, so obviously hitting him 8 times will take him down. If you can hit him 7 times and then hit him twice in the same cycle, you can take him down to -1 hit point, which you guys know can only mean trouble. As with our lives being taken from -1 all the way up to 255, the same thing happens to Robotnik, so now you've just got to hit him another 255 times to defeat him. Yeah! Expert mode activate! It's lucky we did the glitch earlier and got all of those lives, so it doesn't really matter, right? There's a few glitches that can be done with the pushable blocks in the marble zone, but they're really minor and affect absolutely nothing. They're still glitches though, so I'm going to show you them anyways. The first one can be done if you're interacting with one of these blocks and then jump. Instead of Sonic being in a ball shape for his jump, he'll spring out of it into his normal sprite. But with this one, I haven't got a clue why it works, and it's not really interesting enough for any of us to care, I guess. There is one interesting outcome to do with this glitch though, and it results in death. If you use this jump and then get hit by an enemy, for some reason the camera will raise up and Sonic will die. It's a little more interesting, but I have no idea why this one happens either. The second glitch happens if you hold down whilst riding this block through the lava in this area. For some reason, Sonic can just pass right through the wall, which he can't seem to do anywhere else except for this specific wall. The last glitch happens if you're pushing a block and it falls into a hole. If this happens, then Sonic will retain his pushing animation for a couple of frames longer than he probably should do. This is likely to be because the game only checks if Sonic is still pushing an object every couple of frames, so his sprite doesn't update instantly. You can also see another pushing sprite glitch if you jump onto an end capsule and have Sonic land on the left of it too. The game always tries to make Sonic run to the right after opening a capsule, but if it's in the way, then he'll push it until the collision detection is taken away, causing him to run off screen in the pushing state. Again, it's absolutely pointless, but it's still pretty cool. Speaking of end of level glitches, there's another one that we can check out too. When you reach the end post of a level, you'll normally lose control of Sonic the moment that it stops spinning. That's kind of annoying because it means you've only got a little time to find those bonus points. If you need as much time as you need, just jump as the signpost is about to stop spinning and you'll keep control of Sonic. That'll give you more than enough time to find all of the bonus points, but I don't know why you would want to do that. It's not like you invite your friends around and say, hey, look at my high score on Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I don't know, maybe you do, I don't know. The last glitch that we're going to look at is the biggest in Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's known as zipping. Zipping can be very helpful if you use it in the right places, but it can also be awful if you do it in the wrong ones. It can be done when Sonic gets stuck inside any solid wall, which, to be honest, doesn't really happen in normal gameplay very often. Fortunately, if you're watching this video, then you're not a fan of normal gameplay, so there are plenty of places that we can try this one out. Before we start exploring them though, let's find out why zipping actually happens. Whenever Sonic runs into a wall or other solid object, its collision detection causes him to be pushed the opposite way. Having things programmed like this stops him from running through everything, which would have made the game very, very easy. So, what happens if Sonic is already stuck inside a wall? In this situation, things are slightly different. Everything around Sonic is solid, and that means that the collision detection applies to any direction that you try to make him walk. That means that if you press left, then Sonic will be fired to the right, and if you press right, then Sonic will be fired to the left. The game is seeing walls on both sides of Sonic, so whichever way he tries to move, it's trying to push him the opposite way, out of the wall and into the normal playing area. But instead of a gentle little push to get him out there, it forces him to move at Sonic speed. In fact, you can even break levels using this speed. Wanna see? Well, I found the earliest level to break with zipping is Marble Zone Act 2. At the start of the level, you'll see a moving platform right in front of Sonic, and this is what we're gonna use to zip. There's a specific pixel that you need to position Sonic on as the platform is lowering, and when you're standing on it, you'll see that his foot seems to hide behind this tile just a little bit. Sonic's foot being behind this tile is enough to make the game think that he's stuck inside a wall, so pressing right on the exact frame that Sonic's foot reaches the point where the small and big blocks join will force him at high speed to the left, as you can see. That's not what breaks the level though. There's one more precise button press to get that to happen. Set up the position I just told you, and as you press right on the D-pad, you'll have to press jump just a single frame later. If everything went well, then the camera will start scrolling to the right as fast as it can, and soon enough you'll find the end of the level is staring you right in the face. If it had eyes, I mean. But why exactly does this helpful effect happen? Well, this zip causes another kind of glitch known as a screen warp. In each level, all pixels have an X position. The very left of the screen is X position 0, and the number increases by 1 for every pixel that you move to the right, which makes complete sense, right? When we do a zip from this platform, Sonic moves so fast that he's able to pass through the left of the screen to X position -1, which doesn't exist at all in this game, as I told you guys earlier. So instead, that -1 is changed to the largest possible X coordinate for the level, also known as the end of the level. Sonic is instantly transported there, but the camera has a fixed maximum speed as we saw earlier, so it takes a little time for it to catch up to where he's actually located. As a bonus glitch, touching the signpost before the camera reaches his position causes the graphics to screw up a little too. So there you go, that's the explanation of zipping and screen warps. It's not as hard as it seems when it's broken down step by step, is it? Not all levels have a screen warp glitch, but there are a lot of levels where you can use zipping to your advantage, and it's interesting to see the various ways that you can get stuck in solid walls in this game. And that concludes our video for today, so thank you all very much for watching until the end, I really appreciate it. I've been MikeyTaylorGaming, and I hope you've all enjoyed. Please like, share and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next video. Let's get ready for the end card, and don't forget, I love you all. Mwah. Well, there you go guys, that was the Sonic the Hedgehog glitch picnic the exact way that it should have been all of those years ago. Fortunately, I think I've done it proud this time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel and you did enjoy this video, then check out the left-hand box for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past glitch picnic. There are so many glitches in this video that I pretty much guarantee that you haven't seen them all, so worth checking out. In the right-hand box we've got the Super Mario Bros. Glitch Picnic, which is another remake of a video that should have been good the first time round, but it wasn't, so I remastered that one too. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys to it, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. And as always, don't forget, I love you all. Mwah.